Hello and welcome to Isle of Games. Today we have gotten both Esker and Fasuki out of our journal compendium to join us together to, look at how to make attacks, saving throws, and ability checks in Roll20. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to leave this journal and we're going to want to go over to chat so that we can see everything that we are doing. You'll notice I have Esker and Fasuki's character sheets both minimized. That is something I have not done before on this channel. To minimize or maximize a character sheet real quick, you just double click on it and it's big, and you double click on it and it's small. This is going to be important for just doing things in a minute. So first up, we are going to talk about making attacks. So with Fasuki up here, we're going to first make a weapon attack. We're going to make a quarterstaff attack with both our hands. And as you can see, the dice have rolled. It has automatically rolled at advantage for us. That is just the default of Roll20. The setting to turn that off can be found here, and we will be going into that in another video. But Fasuki rolled a 20, which would hit most things in D&D. So what we will do here now is, in order to get damage, we don't click over here again on the character sheet. Instead, what you want to do is you want to come over here to the chat. You want to click on the word quarterstaff two-handed, and that will roll the damage. As you can see, it's 1d8 damage. He rolled a 6, so he does 6 points of damage. Now, let's say Fasuki was using his spell here instead of his weapon, and he makes a spell attack. Well, you do the same thing. You click on the spell, and because this spell is not an attack spell but a saving throw spell, it's going to force everything around him to make a DC 13 Dexterity saving throw or take 2 points of force damage. So let's say Esker is next to Fasuki. Well, Esker now needs to make a Dexterity saving throw. To do this, he's going to go over to the saving throws section of his character sheet, find Dexterity, and click on the word Dexterity in the saving throws section. As you can see, he has failed, and failed quite miserably with a nat 1. Once again, we are seeing this automatically roll with advantage, showing the 2 dice rolls. That can be changed later at your discretion, and we will show you how to do that in a later video. So right there, you've seen how so far we can do weapon attacks, we can do spells, we can do saving throws. Well, let's say Fasuki has run off and Esker wants to find him and see where he went. Well, you might have Esker make a perception check. To do that, you go over to the skills, you find the word perception, and you click on the word perception. And Esker here has rolled a 20 to see where Fasuki has run off to, which is a pretty good roll. And that is the basic of a skills check. You just do the same thing for any skill, survival, arcana. It doesn't matter. It will roll it, and you will be able to see it. Now, sometimes a dungeon master will say some things like they want you to roll just a straight up, charisma check. No modifiers. They have some sort of check where it just doesn't fit in with one of the existing skills, so they're using one of the 6 abilities to make up for it. What you would do then is you would go over here to the word charisma on your actual charisma stat on the side here, and you would click on the word charisma, and that would roll a charisma check. Not a charisma saving throw, but a charisma check. Now, the key difference here is that a lot of times the charisma saving throws might have proficiency, which makes it easier, which is why I say a charisma check rather than a saving throw, or just a skill check like persuasion that uses charisma might be called for as sort of a means of making the game harder, or like I said before, just because an existing skill does not really work with it. But this has been how to make attacks, saving throws, and skill checks with Roll20. We hope you have found the information here useful. Thank you for listening to Isle of Games. Goodbye.